Good evening, my ladies, gentlemen, both Sniders, in-betweens, and outsiders. Welcome to Monday Night Tea Time with the Bard. I am the Bard. You may call me Jan if you wish, or the Bard, or Jan, or whichever one you want. I am here for the usual. This marks, what I suppose, the 3rd week. Mathematics. This marks the 3rd week of my video documentation of my transition as far as HRT goes. So today was my 3rd shot. It was a 0.4. Next week will be a 0.5. I've been going up incrementally. That's what my doctor told me to do. So today's shot, just a quick overview, was on my right side. Make sure I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's on my left side. Whatever I say, expect it to be the opposite. So, the first time I did a shot was also on this side, and it, smooth sailing. I didn't inject properly. I ended up doing less than my dosage, but, the injection was super smooth. Right in, right out, no pain, no blood, even. Like, everything was fine. Next week, less so. Something that I should mention is this one from last week. Was sore for a few days. No bruising or anything, and like I said, I did not pull the needle out properly. I ended up flicking the top layer of skin with it on the way out. But this week, my hand was trembling. I have not had an exceptionally good morning up until this point, so I'm not surprised that my hand was a little more on the quaky side. However, we got the full dosage in there, so at least that worked. So, changes over the past week. I do actually have some of those to report. I'm doing right now a green tea with honey. I haven't cut up the lemons yet, otherwise I'd have done that, but I didn't want to. Because I just started having some pain in my throat. Was one of the things that right before I started testosterone, I watched almost every other trans guy's things they don't tell you about tea videos, and only a couple of them mentioned you're going to want to drink a lot of warm beverages because your throat's going to start to hurt. Well, of course, with the state of the world right now, my throat started hurting, and I was like, but if I get sick, I always know the outside of my hand gets sore, and so I immediately just started, like, pressing my hand against stuff, and when I didn't feel any soreness in my hand, I realized it's actually just a beginning of a scratch in my throat, so hopefully we're finally seeing the beginning of a vocal change. That one's mostly conjecture. Like I said, just the very beginning of a scratch. I haven't noticed a tonal difference. But a warm cup of tea does help. Other things, let me think. I make a list. I have it right over here right now. Mentioned that today was painful. Yeah, don't know what I did wrong aside from, like, the shaking hands. I just wasn't in, like, a good mental way to do this. I was still excited. I get excited every Monday. But I don't know what I did. It bled a lot. Like, a lot. I mean, I always aspirate before I inject the testosterone, so, like, I know I didn't inject into a vein, so we're good there. But a lot of blood afterward. Definitely glad I bought Band-Aids for that. I didn't have Band-Aids prior to starting testosterone. I just never purchased them. However, like I was saying, last week, over the course of this last week, we did see some changes. I remember, like I said, I went through almost everybody's tea videos. I don't remember who it was. It may have been Noah. Was talking about bottom growth, and this might be a section that's a little too much TMI. So, whoever it was, possibly Noah, said bottom growth overnight. It was overnight. And here I am thinking he means this colloquially, like, oh yeah, it's an idiom we say. Oh yeah, it happened overnight. No, I woke up the next morning. And my boxers were uncomfortable, and I'm thinking it's all in my head. And I spend the entire day just going about my day, and my boxers are uncomfortable, like, all day. And finally, like, I'm getting ready for bed, and I already take a long time to get ready for bed anyway. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a while. So I double check, and yeah. Bottom growth is practically instantaneous. But like I said, I didn't have any changes on the first week. I didn't expect to because I ended up with less than 0.2 milliliters in my skin. Yeah. A noticeable change in, and this is the part that is TMI, a noticeable change in girth, and sensitivity. Also, a shift in where arousal spikes in my body, which is something that I did read about. Normally, like, an arousal spike for me is, like, down my spine sort of thing. Last time something happened, it was just straight to the gut. Like, immediately, like, lower gut. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of energy all of a sudden there. So that's interesting. Let me see if I have anything else I wanted to say. No. Mentioned the throat pain. Mentioned sore injection. No bruising, just a sore injection. Yeah. The things that I wanted to leave you with, because I hate talking too much, I know I always do, is that I originally intended to also show transitional things like hair loss and keeping an eye on hair growth and acne, the other thing that everyone's scared of. This isn't because of testosterone. I'm just an incredibly stressed person. I am not a good basis to go off of for these aspects of transition. I have never stopped having acne. It started after high school somehow. I don't know how. But since college, I've had acne. I lose my hair when I'm stressed. So actually, prior to starting testosterone, it took me like a month. And when you finally get up the courage to do something like this, at least for me, I was so excited and so certain something was gonna go wrong. I had so many issues with my pharmacy just getting my prescription filled that it took a month from the time that I was told, okay, you can go pick up your prescription tomorrow, to the day that I actually was able to grab it. So, gave me a lot of time to watch everybody's videos and prepare many more doses of tea to help my newly sore throat. I realized I was losing a lot more hair before I started tea. Actually, after I started tea, I lost a lot less hair, probably because I was no longer stressed about getting on testosterone. Also, I naturally have pretty thick hair on my body. I will share that these are my legs. These are how they have always looked. I stopped shaving when I was 16. And by that I mean I stopped shaving years before that, and then, like, someone was like, you're going to a wedding, shave your legs! So I had to shave my legs once to please everyone. So I have a lot of hair on my body. Some guys are like, oh, you're gonna get toe hair. I'm like, already got it. So I'm not a good person to give these kinds of references for acne, hair loss, or hair growth. So unfortunately, those are things that I won't be able to... I wanted to be able to keep a bit of a video journal, but those are the things that I can't help with. I just can't help. However, I'm planning on singing, so now my sinuses are like, I'm sorry, did you want me to drip down your throat? Did you want me to just all over the place? There's not even any milk in this one. It's like last time I was having a milk tea. It's no wonder, but... 2 songs, and then I'll let you go. You probably already left. What am I talking about? I do this for me. Alright, Green by Cavetown, and the one untitled song by me. Just clear my freaking throat real quick. It's not working. Anyway. This is erosion. Grind up rocks with your molars. A big fish swims past your rod. You can't catch it, it's far too fast. Deep hook marks and rubber lips. I see your eyes in the flowers. I'll pick a bunch for your room. Green and blue to match. match your pictures. You look so good in green. I hope you're well. And you look so good with him. I'm proud of you still. I miss your perfect teeth. I was too blunt. I hope you feel happy. That's all I want. That's all I want. Yay! I realize I shouldn't sing while in a slouchy city position, but still, the gist is there. We're looking at my vocal changes, not my vocal ability. And my song, which I always forget how it begins. I'm not the moon, and this isn't just a phase. You said that 11 years ago, and you think it's still today. Well, you were screaming at me then, and now I see it on your face. And I'm sorry, I am not the moon, and this isn't just a phase. Oh, I'm so sorry, I can't be someone that you wanted. I'm so sorry that I have to be me. And it's fucked up that I need to say that. Alright, cheers. You can leave now. Bye. Have an excellent night. World's crazy. Be safe out there. If you're in California, like I am, breathe less. I don't know what to tell you. It's so bad out there. The sky is orange. Be safe. To all of you, whether you're being, pelted simply by the state of the world itself or anything specific to your area like the California fires, or I don't know what anyone else is going through. I haven't checked the news, I'm sorry. But I still, hope you're all well. Even if I'm not double checking to make sure. I'm sorry that I'm not double checking to make sure. I hope you are well, be well, stay well, and everyone have a lovely week. Night, guys.